Hey guys, this week we fight some vampires in 1930s Japan. We're watching the first
New
episode.
it.
Hey,
Wait, did you read my notes?
No, that's
Is that what?
no,
Oh, okay, we lit. All right, let's go.
But yeah, watching the first episode of Sirius the Jaeger. Welcome to One Shot Reviews. Hey,
What's going on, guys? What
what's
up? What up?
What's up? Yeah, show takes place in the 1930s, dog. Hell yeah.
That's what I have on here. Hey,
Hey.
I was like, does this take place in the 1930s? Question mark. But hey, Peaky Blinders is out here teaching people how to spot. Like, I looked at this and was like, this has to be 1930 or
Hell yeah,
1920s or some shit. Like, like Tommy's about to walk by right now. Like, yeah, like.
Yeah, I actually need to look up. You talk. I'm gonna look something up.
The 1930s. Yeah, this is I hit that right. I hit the nail right on the head too.
Fucking nailed it.
But yeah, so there's that. Could I do the news?
You can.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk. All right,
You
guys. So
can.
check this out. I feel like a lot of people already knew this, but Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2, is coming out in January 2022.
Hell yeah.
So we got about 5 months until part 2 comes back. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to that because this last season has been fucking amazing. So yeah, that's one part of our anime news that we had for you for today.
Yeah, I got 2 newses. Only one's about anime. Netflix live action Cowboy Bebop series finally posted some set photos, dog. They look dope.
How do you feel about that? Because I don't know one person who was like, yeah, live actions are fire.
So mostly it's because the live actions are helmed by some white dude in America who doesn't watch anime and thinks it's an original IP and not even a fucking anime. So then you get like fucking, our boy M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar, and you're like, what the fuck is this horrible mess? Or Dragon Ball Evolutions, whatever the fuck that was.
Wasn't there a Bleach one? I heard the Bleach one wasn't that. I don't think
Bleach was actually alright. No, the Bleach one was alright. Well, so a lot of the other anime ones are Japanese live action. Like everyone in there is actually like, it's a Japanese director, it's in Japan, all Japanese actors. So their live action just isn't up to par. It's like a different kind of like film than like a Hollywood film. It's like different. So you can tell, like, if you had never seen Bleach and you sat down in the first 30 seconds, you go, oh, this is a foreign film. Like, before anyone even says anything, it's got like that. It's different than a Hollywood movie. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So like Bleach is different. The Japanese Death Note, not the American live action Death Note, it's the Japanese one. That one's different. They're not the most amazing thing ever, but I can watch them and go, that was all right. It was cool.
Okay.
So because they don't get the same amount of money as like a Hollywood blockbuster does. So they gotta work with what they can. So you're like, oh, all the budget went into the CGI and everything else is held together by tape, but they made it work.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay, yeah, I get that.
But this Netflix thing, it's I think they're gonna do good. Do you know who John Cho is?
No.
Let me see. No, he wasn't in. I'm trying to think of like the one movie I know you've seen that he's like the main guy, and you'll go, "Oh, that motherfucker." You haven't seen any of this shit. Oh, all right. He's Harold in Harold and Kumar. He's the Asian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's playing. He's gonna be Spike.
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I have a confession. I still have to finish Cowboy Bebop, bro.
Finish it before this live action comes out. Cause
wait, when does the live action come out again?
I will November 19th.
All right.
So you got a couple months.
Do that. You know what? I'll do that because Cowboy Bebop isn't long, so I really don't have an excuse. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do that.
And I'm looking at all the set photos. Everything looks good. They got Spike's outfits on. They had to change Faye's, obviously. We can't have what she's wearing in the anime as a real life outfit. That doesn't the physics there just doesn't fucking work. That's not a real outfit. But it looks good. I think it'll be all right. The sets look good. I think it'll be good. I hope so. But my other news, kind sir, yesterday.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yo, Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, dog.
Yo,
did you see it?
Yes, I did.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yes, I did.
So fucking good. Holy shit. Yo, when they're on the bridge and you just see spoilers spoilers for people. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch it. Come back. Yo, on the bridge, Doc Ock, and it's the dude from the OG series. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. And yo, the Green Goblin's balls rolling and you just all you hear is the laugh. And I'm like, oh fuck, dude, this movie's about to be lit. Holy shit.
Gonna be lit.
It's gonna be so good.
It went viral yesterday after somebody leaked it. They had to put it out. So someone leaked the trailer, then they were like, fuck, all right, now we just gotta put it out.
Right.
And then the internet blew up. The internet shut down after
because of the Doc Ock.
I was on Twitter and I was like, what? I was like, wait, why does everybody keep talking about Spider-Man? Then I read
that's what happened with me.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, let me go find this trailer real quick.
Dude, that's what happened with me. I was on Facebook and someone posted like a reaction trailer or like a reaction video to it, and I was like, huh? And I typed it in. I was like, holy shit, a real, because I knew it leaked, but I was like, I don't want to watch some shitty leaked version of it. I want to watch the I didn't realize they were gonna put it up minutes after the leak came out. Like, like holy shit.
Yeah. So that's exciting news,
dude. That movie is gonna be so good.
Wait, when does that come out, bro? Does that come out this year?
December 17th.
December, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yo,
it comes out exactly 1 month after Cowboy Bebop. So there you go.
Yeah, I think actually there's a lot of movies and
of
like I feel like good movie type shits are coming out this year still.
Yeah,
like, this year is still going to has a lot more like. Still has a lot of stuff coming.
I saw The Protege on Sunday. Was it Sunday?
That sounds mad familiar.
It's the one with Samuel L. Jackson and Maggie Q, the new one that just came out.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that, but I know what you're talking about.
It was pretty good.
She's like mad ill at fighting and shit like that.
It was pretty good. It was good. I'm watching Free Guy tonight, that video game one with Ryan Reynolds. I'm gonna go watch that tonight.
Is that a new movie?
Yeah, came out like a week or two ago.
Somebody was talking about that to me. I forgot.
It's probably me, to be honest. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah. So those two things, those three things, that's what we got for news.
Hell yeah, dog. But I'm trying to think. What have you been watching anything new recently, or?
Man, I'm on season 2 of Teen Titans, man. I've been trying to every chance I get. You know, this is one of my favorite shows. So I'm like, all right, now that I'm 29, let me rewatch it and realize everything I didn't realize
and
about the show
understand all the jokes and shit.
Exactly. So
I should do that.
I've been doing that.
Damn.
And yeah, man, great show still to this day. So
yeah, I need to do
shit
that
I
too.
thought happened like late in the season only happened in season 2. I'm like, damn. Like Slade controlled Terra in season 2. I don't know. I was thinking that was like season 4 or something. So I'm like, oh well, what other stuff have I forgot about that's gonna happen?
Right.
So I was just like,
is Teen Titans Go a direct sequel to that show, or is it its own thing? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I hope not. Because ain't nobody watch that shit.
Right. Because I know. Here, hold on. Let's see. No, it looks like it's not. Okay.
Seems like it makes sense because it doesn't seem like that means it's like completely
it's
completely different shit.
Right.
But
who knows? Not I. Word. I, on the other hand,
what about you?
Dude, I watched so much fucking anime in the past like week. It's ridiculous. I've been on vacation. Hell yeah. So naturally, I'm staying up till 4 a.m. every day watching shit because I'm
nice.
I'm a fucking piece of shit. So
nice.
Yeah,
that's like the greatest. I fucking love when people do that.
Dog, I bought that game, The Ascent. and I've just been gaming and watching anime every day because I'm like, I could get so much work done that's not like my real work related, but I'm like, fuck it, full vacation mode. I ain't doing shit. All year, all I've been doing is going 100 on like a billion different things, and now I'm like, fuck it. I'm just being a piece of shit. I'm just
My
not
relaxed
gonna
time, man. I mean, you deserve it, bro.
Ugh,
You know,
thanks.
there's nothing wrong with fucking chilling
Yeah.
out.
But no, so I watched what is it? Eden. It's like 4 episodes on Netflix. It's pretty good. It's about a girl that gets raised by robots. That was pretty good.
Okay.
Darwin's Game. I watched that whole show yesterday. It's about some kid who clicks on an app in his phone and gets sucked into a survival game. It's like 1v1 survival, but you can and then whoever loses dies essentially. It's called Darwin's Game because you get like a ability that helps you play the game. So that's kind of cool. And you can form clans and shit in the game, and then when you win, you get points, and you can like buy shit in the app, and it like materializes in real life. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
What else have I watched? A shit ton of shows on Netflix anime that I watched like the first episode or two and went, this sucks, and turned it off. I did that a lot the past couple days. There were a lot of animes I did that with. There was one called the Idune Chronicles, which was really fucking bad, but it's a Spanish anime, so I was like, I have to watch it, and it sucked. But I watched the whole thing. The Idune Chronicles, I think.
Yo, I tried to watch that because it looked fire.
Then
I started watching
so good, but it is so fucking bad.
Yo, it looks fire. I was like, yo, what is it? And I barely ever scroll YouTube and click on new shows just to check them out. I basically don't do that. So I saw that. I just happened to be on YouTube or whatever. I seen that and I was like, yo, this looks tough. This looks exactly what something I'll watch. Then I started watching
That's how they get you, dog. That's how they get you.
The animation is a little weird. And then I was like,
the animation was okay. It was the storyline didn't know what the fuck it wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was essentially the main dude, his parents get killed by some dude, right? So he joins like a secret society of like wizards or some shit, like magic users, to go and fight that guy, and he meets a girl there. The girl falls in love with the enemy. He's in love with the girl, but she is also like starts like a 3-way triangle of love essentially, but the two dudes just want to fucking murder each other because one of them murdered the other dude's parents. And then in season 2, the dude's just like, he never brings up the fact that the guy murdered his parents anymore, and they become friends. And then the enemy becomes a pop idol singer because why the fuck not? And you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? I don't. And there's a whole love triangle for no reason. Zero reason why there should be a love triangle. But there's a love triangle, because why not? Keep things interesting. So, that happened.
I tried to watch that show, but I couldn't.
It was so bad. Let's see, what did I watch? I watched, Be the Beginning. It was alright. Kakegurui, the gambling show. I finished that. That one was actually really good. Highly suggested. Legend of Exorcism made it to 8 episodes and then went, can't watch this anymore. I watched the Masters of the Universe He-Man cartoon. It's actually pretty good. Dope. I recommend it to everyone. It's only 5 episodes, part 1. Let's see. Dune Chronicles sucked ass. Sword Guy, I watched episode 1. That sucked ass. The Witcher had an animated movie. I watched that yesterday. Pretty fucking good.
Really?
Yeah. Have you seen the Witcher series or read the books or anything or played the games? Anything?
No. I know what it is.
So fucking good. Essentially, it's the movie is the backstory for the guy who trains the main character of the show.
Oh, okay.
It's like the mentor's backstory. And it was fucking dude, you gotta watch The Witcher. You would love that shit.
You've told me multiple times to check it out.
It's 100% in your wheelhouse. You will love the fuck out of that show. It was really good. Okay. But speaking of other things Lawrence I know gives a perfect 10 out of 10, let's talk about Sirius the Jaeger. He's just like, huh? What? Oh god. All right. So Sirius the Jaeger is a Japanese original anime television series produced by PA Works. The series is directed by Masashiro Ando and premiered from July 12th to September 27, 2018. It's only like a 3-year-old show. Not bad. 4-year-old. The show is an action thriller, and the setting is as follows. In the year 1930, vampires have infiltrated Tokyo to feast upon its unsuspecting citizens. As the number of victims continues to rise, the city's authorities decide to hire the Jaegers, a strange, diverse group of individuals tasked by the V Shipping Company to hunt down vampires around the world. The opening theme is Sirius by Kishida Kyodan and the Akeboshi Rockets, and the ending theme is Hyoshi by Saju no Hana. The show is licensed by Netflix, and the anime was made available for streaming on December 21st, 2018. That's all I got for notes. Couldn't find much about it. Relatively new show. It doesn't have like a manga or like light novel. It's just a straight anime. Nothing else about it. Rare these days. But what do you think? Tell us.
So this I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this. It was good. It was good. I did like it. I feel like there was a whole bunch of politics until the last 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, there's a whole
5 minutes, because I was sitting there through the whole thing like, it's like, I was like, okay,
right.
Like I okay, vampires, cool.
It's literally like the opening 2 minutes action.
Exactly.
All talk, and then like the last 5 minutes action.
Exactly. Like, so I was just like, the opening, they kind of show you what's up, and you're like, all right, cool. Then the whole thing was just politics, and I was like, okay, and like this. And then with like 6 minutes left, and that's not including the ending theme song. So that probably means there was less than that. But I looked at the thing when I was like, okay, shit just happened. I literally paused it as soon as motherfuckers swung. So I was like, it was 6 minutes and something. I was clocking it.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay. So, but I just want to throw this out there though. The graphics in this are fire as fuck.
So good.
The graphics are so good. I could tell. I was like, yo, the fights in this are gonna be insane. Like I know the fights are gonna be insane. That's how ill the graphics are.
I want to pick a show one day where you have that like, oh my god, but then pick a show that doesn't have fights. It's just beautifully animated. So you're sitting there like, I can't wait for the fight, and then it just ends, and you're like, wait. You're like, huh?
I was like, but the graphics are really dope. Yeah, like in the last 5 minutes, I was basically like this the whole time, and then in the last 5 minutes, I was like, oh, like that's how it went. Like, so,
right.
But it's kind of like the what are those things called where like the writers write this like a page, like the 6 blocks, and that's just like one page. It's called something.
Are you talking about like the screenplay, the script?
The screenplay, like the script. So like most episodes that we watch are like minutes 1 through 12 introduction.
Right.
12 through 24 ramp up.
Right.
Action and whatever else they want you to know for like the whole first episode, but normally that's when all the action happens. This was like introduction. I don't really count the beginning as action because that was just them showing us what we're dealing with.
It's just like the intro is like 2 minutes, and it's like it's a world where vampires exist. Boom. Intro.
And then, but then when you get to the fighting at the end,
the
fighting was right. And I was like, and this is how I could tell I was lit, because I got hype. And when I get hype, that's when I know I'm into it, because
Facts.
And then we find out like at the end the lady the woman who if you guys watch it, you'll see there's basically I wanted, she's like the main or one of the main bad guys in the
Right.
first episode at least.
Right.
When she goes, "Oh, you're a Jaeger," that at the end lets you know, like that right there lets you know that like once again it's letting the viewers know, oh, this person's mad important, oh, he's mad strong, there's a legacy
that
behind
you
whatever,
can tell.
da, da, da,
It's
da,
like
da.
when she has him pinned down and she's about to kill him, and then it like his eyes turn blue and it like goes into his eye and it comes out and you see her go. She's like,
fucked up. I was like, let's go.
and she's like, oh my god, and he like, oh god, it's so good.
There he go, yo. He kicks his staff off the ground, picks it up, and then she's
Dude,
like,
he cut off her arm and then her leg.
I
so
was like,
good.
it was dope. It was dope. So I was definitely, and you know what's funny? All my notes are in the last 5 minutes.
I could tell you were like
I didn't
oh
write shit.
thing you were like finally some action 6 minutes, and then you were like, yo, that ending was dope.
Yo, nah. The fight in the last 5 minutes, it's only like 30 seconds, but for a first episode, you don't gotta go too crazy. It was perfect for like what
For
happened at the end.
everything that happened.
That would make me raise, like, when we're gonna do ratings,
Right.
what happened, like how it happened at the end. I would have gave it a lower, but once I seen the last 5 minutes, I was like, okay, I'll drop you more points because of
Right.
that, because that was such a good transition of like giving the viewers a glimpse of this is who our main character is. This
Right.
is what's going on, and then the very twist at the end where he's about to kill her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when it was like, all right, we're doing
So
the thing where we're
good.
gonna band of thieves now and a band of good people, and there's like ill people. So it's like I got
Right.
that vibe, and you know me, like I like action.
I can
just
tell.
like action anime.
So at the end, the moment I can tell that you like freaked out was when he was talking to her in the alley. This is what I think. He's talking to her in the alleyway, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can smell." When she
That was when it
stopped,
started.
and then her teeth shows, I could tell that's when you were like, you probably sat there and she showed the fangs, and you went,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She did that once before. Maybe a couple minutes earlier when the dude sees the vampire fly behind the house.
yeah, and
then
you see the
blood
fang.
splatters off. But then the camera pans back to him, and she's just behind him, and then you just see the mouth go.
Right.
That was like, I didn't write anything down here for that, because that was the first thing in the whole episode that made me go, oh, okay, that was an ill transition.
That was sick because all the bats come off the house.
That was
and
fire.
As they're flying, you see the blood hit the windows, and the guy's like, "Huh?" And he turns around, and she's just standing there. So good.
That was fire. That was fire. I
Beautiful
didn't
scene.
put that down here because that was the only thing up until that point. I was like, all right, this is like the only thing that I was like, oh, that's a pretty good transition.
Right.
But then at the end, then it happens again. Well, like you just said, and then when she's in the alley, and then she shows her teeth.
That was also
like,
that was a dope beginning of the fight when she has the nails and she starts killing all the cops, and then they're kind of having like that standoff in the street where she's like, what am I gonna, and then her people show up, but then their people, like everyone's in cars with guns and shit. There's like a sniper on the roof, and it's just like a crazy standoff. I was like, ooh, I know Lawrence is gonna like this. And then they have the dope car chase. Oh, so good.
Yeah,
so good.
So I definitely thought I fucked with it. I fucked with it.
Hell
I fucked with it a lot.
yeah.
It was a good episode. Like most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously if you guys didn't watch this, now you know that there's like a lot of politicking throughout the show, but it's like the
good news is this is the most we'll get in the whole show, because obviously I've seen it. This is the most we'll get, but it had to be done. It's one of those shows where like they had to just fucking do it. You know,
it's shown me enough. Like now I'll be like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. 'Cause I know that you guys got fire shit stashed away that I'm going to see at some point.
Right.
Because if that fight was like that and it was only like 30 seconds, I can tell like their fights are probably mad choreographed and just
just wait.
shit. Like,
at the very end,
shit. Like
the other dude that was part of the twist at the end You
Yeah.
know that
probably
guy,
fire.
yo,
He's
he's fucking insane.
He's insane. Like, yo, you know, he's must be insane. Like, you can just tell. You watch the anime, you can just tell.
And you can
like,
tell because he has all the like his skin's all fucked up. He's got like marks.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's when you know he's crazy. When the dude, so good.
So, what did you think about it? Like,
Oh, dude, I love this show. I compare it to. Have you seen Shin Godzilla, the new Godzilla movie that came out in 2016 that Japan made? So Japan's been doing a lot of when you. All right, so when you think about like animes before, shit like this, where it's like, oh, fighting and action shit, they never showed any of the politics and stuff. They're starting to get more into like showing that stuff because they want to make it a little more realistic. Because when you think about it, if you watch Shin Godzilla, like, you know how in the new Godzilla movies, it's like Godzilla shows up and then the whole world scientists band together and they save the day. In Shin Godzilla, Godzilla shows up as like a little baby and then throughout the movie he evolves into the big terrible thing. And the whole movie is like a commentary on how fucking stupid bureaucracy is and how it takes a billion years to do anything. And it's just the whole Japanese government the whole time just sitting on their asses and just arguing the whole time about what to do. Meanwhile, Godzilla's running through the whole city, just fucking everything up. And they can never make up their minds on like how to save the city and save everyone. So just everyone's, and then at the end of it, they finally figure it out. But you see that so like in this show, if you see all the different factions, it's like Company V shows up and they're like, yeah, we're vampire hunters, but no one knows that. And it's just like all the bullshit they had to go through just to essentially just get a home base so that they can then go and fight them. But like all they had to fucking go to Japan, then they had to meet a baron, then they had to meet the cops, and they had to meet the fucking military, and then they had to tell everyone like, yeah, we're the people in charge now, so fuck off and leave us alone. And then you get the fight. It's kind of like, oh, here's all this stupid bullshit that actually goes into all the cool shit that happens later. Because like in Bleach, remember how Ichigo's just like swinging swords, and then later on it's like, oh yeah, Ruki has to die now because you didn't go through all the proper channels to fucking do everything. And then you get that whole, that's essentially like what happens there, you know? It's like shit like that. Like in Naruto just steals a scroll, doesn't get punished, and he's becomes Hokage. Is how that whole show happens. He steals the clone jutsu fucking scroll in the first episode, and then 80,000 years later he becomes Hokage, however many episodes that was. But just like shows that never showed all the like bureaucratic shit, it's like, oh yeah, that's happening in the background, here's all the cool action stuff. I've noticed more recently more shows are showing that stuff up front to make it more like real. So
I understand that. I get that. That's why, okay. And you know what? It's funny that you say that, bro, because that did cross my mind, because as watching like all these new Netflix shows, it's like you said, this wasn't a manga.
No.
This is an anime.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't have to make it like, you can just, it doesn't, how do I want to explain it? Like, more televisionized, basically.
Right.
Like more TV wise.
Right.
I feel like, so I get that, because when we're watching TV and all that shit,
like
movies and shit, they got all those politics. So
like you've seen you've seen the DC shows like Arrow, Supergirl, The Flash, all of those. Have you seen any of those? Think about how much of every episode is just them sitting around like having to go through all that bullshit before they can put on the super suit and go fucking right, and all that shit.
Yeah.
You can't just be doing whatever the fuck you want all the time, you know.
Which what we're used to animes just doing, just throwing us into ill shit right away, which is a pro of the genre that it is.
Like, it has its pros and cons, like
ill, because manga and anime, you can just make it however the fuck you want, like make it as ill as the fuck you want right away. Like
sometimes it's fucking awesome, but sometimes you'll go through the whole thing and being like, so what the fuck's going on? It's
sometimes it makes the story better. Like,
it all depends.
Sometimes it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So
I personally like how they did it, because like you were saying, you sat there for probably 15, 18 minutes being like, but then you get to the ending and you were like shit. I feel like a show that isn't all action all the time, when you can have all that exposition and then get to the crazy action at the end, it like makes the show better for me. because I'm living off that high of like oh, like the good shit. Like if you're always having the good shit, you kind of watch it like You're like, yeah, that was dope. That was dope. That was dope.
You need the highs with the lows.
Yeah,
when you the highs with the lows.
When the show's like, here's a shit ton of low, and now here's some cool dope shit. You're like, woo.
You're like, yo.
Yeah.
It needs to be a balance though. It needs to be a good enough balance. But yes, yeah, man.
Hell yeah. I give this show a B+, kind sir.
I was gonna give it a B+ too.
Hey, look at us.
I was gonna give it a B+ too.
We mind melded, whatever the fuck that's called.
But yeah, action thriller with vampires. You know, I'm an action guy. I'm definitely a thriller guy.
It's a pretty good vampire show too. It's one of the better vampire ones too.
Okay.
It's pretty dope. Dude, that beginning scene when they're in the ballroom and he's giving the speech.
Yeah.
And then they raise the glasses and they all smash them and fucking drink the blood of all the women in the room. That was pretty cool.
That's when I remembered this was a vampire thing.
Yeah.
You mentioned it, but I completely forgot. And I was watching, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember him saying vampire. So
also, we didn't even their weapons they hold in like music cases and shit. So I don't know if you picked up on it. Their company to the public is they're like a musical group.
The
Jaegers.
Shipment.
The V something shipment or shipping.
V something shipment. Oh, okay. So that's their cover up. Okay,
yeah, is that that's why you see that one kid playing the violin all the time. He's always playing the violin. So they all actually are musicians, but they don't do that as their job. They're vampire hunters. But the outside world thinks that they're like half shipping company, half like musicians and shit, which is kind of cool. So I found it cool that they walked around with like their weapons and like their cases and shit.
Yeah, no, that's fire.
That's pretty dope. It's pretty dope cover. So yeah. Hell.
So B+ guys, I would definitely suggest this. I did like the first episode.
Hell yeah.
If you're a person who likes fights and like choreographed fights and shit, like good ones, I can tell their fights are crazy. The weapons in here are dope. Yeah. I could already tell. So, and
I don't want to ruin it for you, but the dude's blue eye things is a dope twist to the whole show. When you figure out what that is, you're like, oh, okay.
There goes another thing, guys. There goes another thing. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I would definitely give it a B+. I thought it was good.
Hell yeah, dog. And before we get to spin the wheel, we just want to remind people we're taking 2 weeks off. So what we're doing from now on is we're doing 12 episodes will be a season. And then we take 2 weeks off, take a nice little break. I earned it. I don't know about Lawrence. He doesn't really do much. But we'll take the 2 weeks.
Hey, I'm here watching Teen Titans every day, bro. That's hard enough, man.
That's true. Maybe one day we'll review Teen Titans. Why not? We could get away with it. We'll see. But yeah, so we're going to take the next 2 weeks off. So we'll be back. Let's see. If this comes out the 26th, we will be back. Come on, calendar. You can work. The 16th. We will be back on the 16th with a new episode of September. 16 September 2021. Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
And
thank you guys for rocking with us.
Hell yeah. Do we want to do a spin the wheel now or do we want to do it later? What do you want to do? Let's do it now. Fuck it. Let's tease them.
Yeah, let's do it now so that
they
know what's coming. Please. Oh, I hope it's some. We need a bang. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro.
You want to just do a banger? We can do a banger. I think
we should just do a banger off rip for the start of season. What, four?
Should we tell them? Nah.
I'm sorry. Are we splitting the season?
Yeah, no. This is the end of season 3. That was it.
So we will be. Oh, so we. Right,
look out for the 12-disc Blu-ray collection coming soon.
Yo, let's just do a banger. I say we just do a banger.
All right. What do you want to do? What do you want to do for a banger, dog? I'm looking at our list right now. Is there anything good? What do you want to do? I'm gonna let you pick. I'm gonna let you pick the banger, dog. This is you.
Well, where's the lit? Wait. I don't know if we should do this now or we should think about it and then announce it on social platforms.
Let's do that.
Do you want to do it right now?
Nah, let's surprise them.
Let's think about it. Yeah, let's do that and then announce it on social platform. But September
16th.
September 16th is when the next episode will drop, guys. So once again, thank you for supporting us and viewing us all the way through season 3 here.
Hell yeah.
Go check us out on YouTube.
For sure.
And thanks for the support.
Hell yeah. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Peace.
All right, guys.